Happy Independence Day. Happy 4th of July. My name's Ben Cornett. This is a special Have At It. This is episode 61. I normally do these shows on Friday nights, but I got to be honest with you. Tonight, I'm just staying home, kind of bored. But I just wanted to get on here. It's been a little while. How's everybody doing? How's everybody having their holidays so far? I don't know if maybe a lot of you are out right now. If so, that's great. Just stay safe out there. Whatever you're doing, have fun and gift and celebrate America's birthday. It's 248th birthday. 2 year in 2026, 2 years from today, it's going to be the 250th birthday of America. I can't believe 250 years. That's a long freaking time. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just out here, actually in my backyard. And that's pretty insane considering right now it is exactly 101 degrees outside. Why am I out here? Well, because I'm actually pretty cold in my house. I got the AC cranked up, pretty cold, considering out here in Vegas where it's just a nice 101 steaming. Might as well be in a sauna right now. But I got cold and I kind of wanted to come outside too because you get to hear the fireworks in the background. They should be doing some. Well, they're doing some already, but as you can hear right now. But I got a pretty decent view. Hopefully, you'll see a few pop up behind me. But yeah, just it's one of those days, man. I didn't really do anything today. Had a rare day off from work. It's the first time I've been off on 4th of July in quite a while, so kind of cool in a way. Of course, I like the overtime money, but hey, if you can get a day off on a holiday, great. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just keeping it US of A here, Michelob Ultra. Oh man, so yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? If you're watching, I got 5 viewers right now, so I guess some people are watching. I appreciate that, by the way. Um, yeah, so yep, I'm just chilling at home. As you know, this is the last month. You can hear the fireworks. It's the last month that we don't have football. Starting next month, we're gonna once again be in football mode, and we're gonna have more shows, more Have At It shows. You know, and lots of fireworks. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. I've been just man, come on, football season. It's just like the longest month of the year. You know, July. It's the final month before we get to football season, and I cannot wait. I don't know if you guys saw on Max, if anyone has Max, the New York Giants had their debut show, Hard Knocks off season. Very interesting. The Giants are a team that, as you know, kind of, I guess, rebuilding. They came off a 2022 season where they made the playoffs, won a playoff game, and then in 2023 it just really became disastrous because the Daniel Jones injury. They got off to a real bad start. Of course, Saquon Barkley leaves the Giants. He goes to the Philadelphia Eagles, goes to their rival. So, yeah, I thought the first episode was pretty interesting. Again, they were just getting over the last game of the season. They're figuring out what they're going to do with Saquon Barkley. I'm not going to really spoil it for you if you want to watch it. It is on Max, episode 1. I believe they're doing 3 more episodes after that, so it should be an interesting watch, obviously. And also on Netflix, I believe July 13th will be Receivers. It'll be like an 8-part or an 8-episode series. Last year on Netflix, they did quarterbacks with Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. That was 8 episodes, I believe, as well. It was a pretty good series. They tried to do quarterbacks again this year, but I guess so many quarterbacks that were asked to do the show didn't want to take part of it. So instead, they switched gears and they decided to do receivers instead, which I think is a pretty good concept. Considering we've branded receivers as divas. Some of them are, some of them not. So it should be an interesting series to watch. Devontae Adams is on there. Amon-Ra St. Brown's on there. George Kittle's on there, even though he's a tight end. A tight end receiver, it's pretty much the same these days. Tight ends back then were, mainly blockers back in the 70s and 80s. Now they're used more as receivers in an offensive league, so it makes a lot of sense. But anyway, that receivers episode series, the 8 episodes will be starting, I believe, July 13th on Netflix. And then, speaking of Netflix, Cobra Kai season 6. Boom. Season 6 is on July 18th. I'm very excited about that. It's going to be broken into 3 parts, 5 episodes each part. That's 15 episodes. This is the final season. So they're going to go out with I wanted to hear a bang, but I know you can't time these things, but it's going to go out with a bang. It's been one of my favorite series, really on any streaming platform. When I first started watching Cobra Kai, believe it or not, it was actually on YouTube Red back in 2018. My original thought was, that was a time where 2018 was a time where a lot of series were being brought back, nostalgia series. Will and Grace was brought back second time. That didn't quite work out. They brought Roseanne back, but we all know that Roseanne made some comments, and then she got booted. They remade The Connors instead, which turned out to be okay for a little bit. But so, with these nostalgia shows, I was like, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But as it turned out, it's been great. I've really enjoyed this series. If you're a fan of the Karate Kid like I am, you know how great this series is. What a great job the writers have done to elevate both old school and new school. So yeah, if you haven't seen Cobra Kai, check it out. It's all on Netflix. Every season, and actually, I loved when they moved to Netflix because it seemed like they have more creative freedom. Get to do some things that maybe they weren't allowed to do on YouTube Red. But yeah, it's just a great series. Again, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Catch up with it. You'll love it. Friends that I have who, never seen it, they had their doubts about it. As recently as a couple of years ago, I told them, you've seen the Karate Kid, right? And they go, yeah. They're like, okay, check out Cobra Kai, and they're like, okay. So they checked it out. They've been hooked on it ever since. So yeah, I'm very excited about this upcoming season. It's the last season of Cobra Kai, as you know. And the last one, for people who hadn't seen it, I don't want to really spoil it, but there's going to be a big tournament in another country in this last season. So all the dojos, the Miyagi Dojo, the Eagle Fang Dojo, they're all teaming up, take on what was Cobra Kai, but then it got decimated. The whole Terry Silver being arrested and John Kreese breaking out of jail. Anyway, I've done enough spoiling, but again, if you hadn't seen it, check it out. Go back to season 1, watch all the episodes. I think you'll love it. So yeah, so that's on Netflix as well. I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff. I got to catch up with a lot of shows because NFL season's coming up, so that's going to take a lot of my time. Also, this year too, as I did last season, on my YouTube channel, Ben Fournette 9015. I did a show called Ben's Quick Picks. That's where every week I'd have a video week by week of picking every single game from every week. I'm thinking about doing something a little different with this season coming up. I may not do as all the games. Maybe I'll do like 5 games. Maybe do like an over under stuff like that. So I'm kind of just brainstorming on what I should do on the Ben's Quick Picks, and it's also with the title Ben's Quick Picks. A lot of the videos were almost 15-20 minutes long, so I might cut that time in half. So I don't know if any suggestions, let me know. Let me know in the comments. So I'm always open to ideas. Again, this is just something I've been brainstorming the last few days. Because again, NFL season's getting close. It's drawing near. So I'm just very excited. Also, college football is coming up. Can't wait to see that. It's going to be a lot of fun, especially with the realignment. Everybody's going to different schools, going to different conferences. Pac-12 pretty much eliminated. Teams like USC, Washington, Oregon, they're all in the Big Ten. Oklahoma, Texas going to the SEC. So it's going to be a very unique college football season, different than what we've seen, before. It's a change in the guard, and also you have a 12-team playoff now. So everything's going to be different. It's not going to be the same like you used to see it. You used to seeing it the last 30, 40 years. It'll be an adjustment, but I'm looking forward to it. There's kind of optimistic about it. This is going to be very unique, very different. Again, we're going to have the 12-team playoff, so it's going to make the games mean a lot more. Again, very excited. I always like new, so seeing something new excites me in any sport, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, hockey. With basketball, the NBA last year had the play-in tournament, so that was a nice little touch. Something different again. It's cool to watch. Having a tournament, in season. And also we got the Olympics coming up, end of July. That'll be interesting. I don't know how many fans out there are Olympic fans. I'm an Olympic fan, but at the same time, it's not been as fun to watch in previous years. USA basketball I was always looking forward to, but the rest of the world's, it's caught up to the US. The European styles even, playing out in the NBA now. So we'll see how this team does, Team USA. See if they can win the gold medal. But there's going to be a lot of good competition. Teams like Greece with Giannis, France. There's going to be some teams that are going to be very competitive. Spain. So the U.S. is going to have their hands full in basketball. I'm looking forward to the track and field, and pretty much the swimming events. Those are always fun as well. The gymnastics are pretty good as well. So yeah, if you're an Olympic fan, check it out. It's in Paris this time around. 2028, it'll be here in the U.S. in L.A. So that'll be fun as well. As you see, I'm seeing some fireworks. Yep, starting to see a few fireworks there. Got some comments here. Sean Spencer, thanks for tuning in, man. Happy 4th. Thank you, Sean. Happy 4th to you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. How is it over there in Virginia? It's a lot of fireworks tonight. Yeah, as you know, Sean Spencer has a YouTube channel. Check his YouTube channel out. Give him some love. He's got Let's Talk Football. He's got Let's Talk College Football. Him and Alex Loosemore. Can't wait to watch their stuff this year. They're gonna kick ass like they always do. So, yeah, man, this is pretty fun. Now I gotta admit, I'm getting a little sweaty. So, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring it in. I'm gonna go inside because I am getting a little hot. It is Vegas too. Feels like a sauna out here. So hold on 1 second. All right, that's better. It's a lot better, right? So yeah, I had to come inside, man. I was getting a little sweaty there. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of excitement coming up in the next couple months. Like I said, we're gonna do some more football shows here on Have At It and my other shows as well. Also, this Saturday I'm gonna do a Face the Heels episode. We're gonna talk Money in the Bank, big event this weekend. WWE's premium live event, Money in the Bank, and it's going to be a very exciting card, man. I'm telling you. 2 ladder matches, 2 briefcases. WWE's doing really good right now. Their storylines, very exciting shows, both Raw and SmackDown. So I'm looking forward to that event. I'll go more into depth on that on Saturday. I'll let you know what time I'll be doing that episode, so check it out. I watched AEW last night. Actually put on a decent show. MJF became a heel again, which that's what he should be all along. I thought Britt Baker and Mercedes Moné had a great promo, setting up their program for a future match, probably at All In London in late August. So a lot of good stuff on that show last night. I'm going to take a little segue again. I'm going to turn my TV down a little bit, so give me 1 second. Okay, there we are. So I had to turn the TV down a little bit. Just had some baseball on. Baseball's been exciting. We're getting into July here. All-Star games coming up in Texas in a couple weeks, and then we got the second half of the season. So Dodgers are still in first place. Yankees been struggling lately. They got swept by the Reds, which is kind of surprising. I didn't see that coming. I know Sean Spencer's a Baltimore fan. His team, even though they lost today, they've kind of been on a good winning streak lately. They're in first place in their division, so baseball's been pretty interesting to watch. I've been watching the Euros in soccer. I don't know how many soccer fans there are out there, but the Euros have been pretty exciting. Switzerland and England are playing Saturday. England survived against Slovakia. Jude Cunningham with that, back heel kick to tie the game in that match. Then England got another goal on Harry Kane's header to avoid elimination. But the English are going to have to play better if they want to beat Switzerland. They can't screw around like they did against Slovakia. So they better come to play this time, or else I think Switzerland will take care of business. So, yeah, the Euros are very exciting. Copa America, USA, unfortunately, didn't make it past their group stage. It's disappointing, considering that this was a group that they were in that they should have made it in there, along with Uruguay. But instead, Panama got in. Panama beat the USA in the second match of the group stage. So it was very disappointing to see US not get past the group stage and get to the knockout rounds. As far as that goes, they're going to need to do something. Whether they get a new manager or not, who knows? But it was very disappointing to see the U.S. bow out early in the Copa America tournament, where it was here in the U.S. The World Cup is going to be in North America in a couple years, so I don't know. The U.S. they better step up and play better than they have, because we could be in for another disappointment, especially if we're hosting this World Cup in 2026. So yeah, like I said, if you're a soccer fan, especially USA soccer, you're like I am, pretty disappointed that they were not able to get to the knockout stage, especially when they were favored to get out of their own group. Again, Panama, Bolivia, those are two teams that are not very good. Uruguay is really good. U.S. should have been at least finished second in their group. But again, a loss to Panama killed us, and we lost to Uruguay. So, yeah, I'm disappointed in that as a soccer fan, as a USA fan. Hopefully, we'll get it together. There's going to need to be some changes, starting with the manager, I think. But, who knows? You might have to get some better players, because when it comes to the World Cup, you're playing against the very best. You're going to be playing against the France, the Spains, the Brazils, the Uruguays. Yeah, you're going to be playing against top level competition, and USA, as far as I know, with their team friendlies coming up, they're really not playing top notch competition. So I don't know how well they're going to fare in 2026, but anyway, that's enough soccer talk. What else do I want to talk about tonight? I was starting to watch Independence Day on Independence Day. One of the best movies ever. I mean, come on, Will Smith, Bill Pullman, Randy Quaid. Come on, man. It was only appropriate that you watch Independence Day on Independence Day. And I was about 20 minutes in the movie, then the power went out for like 10 seconds, and it went back on. So, and then that's when I decided, you know what? Let me just get on here real quick and do an episode tonight. Like, why not, man? I haven't been on here in a while. Again, I'm at home. I'm not going anywhere. Just staying in, chilling. I'll watch some of the fireworks in a little bit. So, I don't know what everybody else is doing. The ones that are watching on here, by the way, thank you very much for tuning in. On an Independence Day, and it makes me feel good. I got 7 people watching right now, so must be doing something right. But yeah, just I got to be honest. I've just been really bored today on a day off. Usually I'm very busy. That's one of the reasons why I haven't had too many episodes lately of Have At It or Face the Heels. It's just my work schedule's been hectic, and a lot of personal stuff that's been going on too, so sometimes life just gets in the way, and you just gotta deal with those things first. But as far as tonight, I was just, like I said, I was watching Independence Day earlier. It's like 20 minutes into the movie, and then the power goes out for like 10 seconds, and it goes back on, and I'm like, yeah, let me just come on here, just talk and ramble and let you hear the fireworks going on in the background. At least while I was outside, but then it just got so hot, and I was starting to sweat a little bit. Like, I forgot it's 101 degrees outside right now here in good old Las Vegas, Nevada. So, yeah. I don't know what else there's to talk about. I don't know if you want to just keep hearing me ramble about random stuff. As you can hear in the background, more fireworks. I kind of quit going out and watching fireworks a few years ago. I don't know why, but it used to be a lot of fun. I don't know, maybe it's just the weather, just because it's Vegas, it gets so hot, and you gotta, watch the fireworks at night instead. That makes it a little warmer. Like next week, we're gonna have, supposedly record-setting highs here in Vegas. I think like next Wednesday or Thursday, we're going to be in like 115 for the high, so it's going to be very, very hot. By the way, if you're dealing with hot weather or anything close to what I'm dealing with, just make sure you hydrate. Drink a lot of water. Get a lot of electrolytes. Try not to go out too much. If you can avoid it. Pretty much, I just go to work and come home. The only time I really go out is if I have to go to the store. I'll just go. I usually go once a week. Just in the summertime, I just really try to avoid stepping out of the house. And my dumb ass stepped outside in my patios. So, talking to you, lovely people, sweating a little bit. But yeah, just if you're in hot areas, just like I said, hydrate, um, get some electrolytes, and just try not to be out as much, because heat stroke can be a motherfucker. Let me tell you, it's not fun. It's not fun. Yeah. So I don't know. What else you guys want to talk about? We got 7 people still watching, so I got to think of something. Unless you just want to hear fireworks in the background, that's cool too. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about fireworks, obviously, I have a pet, I have a dog, so I gotta keep an eye on him, monitor what he's doing, because that's another thing. If you have pets, try and put them in a place where they aren't too rattled by the fireworks, because I know it can be very hectic for them. It can be a little scary. It can be very scary, actually. So just keep them safe as well, because you're always going to have some, ding dongs that are going to put out fireworks. They're probably going to light off fireworks tomorrow and then the weekend. So, yeah. And then, by the way, they've really cracked down on getting those illegal fireworks. Because out here, you can drive outside of Vegas to Pahrump to get those, and they've been real strict about if you're bringing them back, you'll get fined. Get a pretty significant fine. I think it's $5,000, I believe. You get caught with illegal fireworks in your possession. So it's the city of Las Vegas is really cracking down on those illegal fireworks. So yeah. I don't know what else you want to talk about. I'm starting to run out of ideas. Oh yeah, and I got to work tomorrow, so it's weird. I have a day off today. I got to work tomorrow. Then I'm off for the weekend. So, I should have took an extra day off, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not like that. I like to be active and I like to be out of my house. I don't like being in my house all the time. Not because I don't like my house. I do. It's just, I'm usually a pretty active guy, so I, you know, like to be as out as possible. And I also like to be on here talking to everybody here on Have At It. By the way, this is a special uh, unannounced Have At It. It's Independence Day. I just literally put the StreamYard thing together like 5 minutes before the show started. So I didn't have plans on going on tonight. I just was like, I might as well just do an episode, a little quick episode. I'm not going to be on here too long, but yeah, so that's what I did tonight. I'm just going to go ahead and take off here. But it's been a lot of fun for everyone who watched tonight. Appreciate that. Like I said, we'll start getting more shows going, especially with football season coming up. I'm going to do the best I can to put out as much content as I can. I will admit the summer's usually kind of slow with as far as sports goes, but this year's been kind of good with sports because you got both. As far as soccer goes, you had the Euro Cup and the Copa America. You got the Olympics this year, so there's a lot more stuff going on than normal. We're starting to get shows coming back on streaming platforms. We all know last year we had the writers actor strike that really postponed a lot of shows, and now it's taking longer to get out. So, like I said earlier in the episode, Cobra Kai's coming back. We're still waiting on Stranger Things. I'm still guessing that's probably not going to be till 2025. Another show I like is Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. Season 2 is coming out early September on Paramount Plus, so that's very exciting. Also, speaking of Paramount Plus, Skydance, Paramount Plus is going to merge. They're going to merge together. So, what that means for Paramount Plus, we don't know yet. There might be a name change, but they are going to merge with Skydance Productions, movie company. So all the Skydance movies will go to Paramount Plus. I believe that's Tom Cruise's company. He owns the Skydance. So, it makes a lot of sense because all the Mission Impossible movies, the Top Gun Maverick, they're on Paramount Plus. So that does make a lot of sense. So, and by the way, also streaming services going up a little bit. Go figure. Peacock's going to raise their price to $1 per month. Max is doing the same thing. They're going up $1 a month. So it is what it is. There's the boom again. Streaming service, we knew it was going to happen. I mean, especially nowadays with them putting out more original shows and content, makes a lot of sense. I'm mainly a Netflix guy, and Prime Video. I think they do it better than anybody. Netflix, they're going into more live stuff. They did the live roast of Tom Brady. They were going to have the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight this month, but Mike Tyson had his issue with his ulcer, so they postponed that to November. But they're getting more into live sports. They already did a live race, car race on their show. I know the hot dog eating contest was today as well. Joey Chestnut is not in it because he has a contract with another hot dog company, and I guess that violated the rules to be in the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. But it's going to have a showdown with Kobayashi the other king of hot dog king. So they're doing theirs. I believe it's September 2nd on Netflix. So yeah, Netflix putting on a lot of good stuff. Same thing in the NFL Christmas Day. They're gonna have 2 games on Netflix Live. That's very unique. See how that goes. Prime Video, their NFL deal. You know, also speaking of NFL, the Sunday ticket. The NFL had to pay up to. They've been ordered by a judge to pay $4 billion to Sunday ticket customers for their raising their prices supposedly on the streaming service. But from what I heard, I know the NFL is probably going to try and get a delay on that. So who knows what will happen with that? The prices just keep going up with Sunday ticket, but if you're an NFL fan like I am, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. Especially if you're an out of town guy. I'm a Bucks fan. With me being here in Las Vegas, the only way I can see some of the Bucks games, well, some of them, will be on Sunday ticket. That was what was so cool about the last few years when we had Tom Brady as quarterback. We got a lot of Bucks games out here because it was like the game of the week on CBS or Fox, but lately, like last year, we only got a few. But again, I have Sunday ticket. But I'm just saying, that's why I have it, so I can see all the Bucks games, every one of them, and very excited to talk Bucks football here on the show and NFL as well. Can't wait for training camps coming up in later this month in July as we get closer to the NFL season. The countdown is on. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and take off. I might go back outside for a few minutes and just look at the fireworks, and then I'll just get my ass to bed because I got to get to work in the morning. But before I go, I just want to let everybody know that you can watch this episode and every episode of Have At It on my YouTube channel, Ben Cornett 9015. You can also follow me on X at BennyBoy702 and Facebook. It'll be in the Ben Zone Facebook group as you're watching this. And if you're an Instagrammer, I am at Ben702 Forever. That's Ben702 Forever. So yeah, give me a like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Ben Cornett 9015. I greatly appreciate that. And yeah, we're gonna crank out some more shows in the coming months. I'm gonna, again, my busy schedule kind of prevents me from doing that, but I will definitely try and get a little more unbusy and be on here more to give more content. What's the use of having a YouTube channel if you can't put more content on it? So yeah, that's pretty much it. So everybody, I am gonna take off. Whatever you guys are doing tonight. I know it's probably it's already 12:15 a.m. Friday morning on the East Coast. If you're still out partying, just remember, be safe, have fun, and happy birthday to the world US of A. So happy 248th birthday. With that being said, I am out, and we will see you next time right here on Have At It. Take care. Happy 4th of July. We'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.